Hey guys, how y'all doing? It is that time again for the August edition of the Blu-Ray Blowout. Um, the month of August was a pretty awesome month for me as far as pickups. I got some old stuff, some new stuff, and then I've got the three, no, actually four pickups that um, make this haul totally awesome. So, um, without any further ado, I'm going to get right into it. Our first pickup isn't a Blu-ray because I don't see these released on Blu-ray, and that would be Criminal Minds Season 10. I got started on this late, so um, my first exposure to this was I bought a um, 5 season pack from Amazon a couple of years ago and fell in love with it and been getting the seasons as they come out on DVD ever since because I don't have time ever to sit down and watch these when they air. So DVDs are the way to go for these. Um, Again, that's Criminal Season 10, and it's the only DVD in the set. So there that is. Awesome pickup. Now we get into the Blu-rays. First we got here um, Black Snake Moan with Christina Ricci and Samuel L. Jackson. I've seen parts of this. I've never seen it all the way through, but the parts I've seen of this are pretty good. So I'm looking forward to watching this and seeing what I thought. And I may do a write-up of this at some point, just not sure when. It's Black Snake Moan. Then I got the Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman thriller, High Crimes. Again, this is a movie I've seen before. I love it because it's Ashley Judd and Morgan Freeman, and who doesn't love Morgan Freeman? I love it because it's Morgan Freeman, so that's High Crimes. Next is a Robert Redford, Dustin Hoffman movie, All the President's Men. Never seen this, but I've heard good things, so I decided to give it a pickup, and it is, like I said, Robert Redford, so can't be all that bad. We have the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair, which again I've seen, but it's been a while, and from what I remember, this is a really good movie. Can't wait to sit down and rewatch this. Now, interestingly enough, this is a remake, and I do have the original in my on my Amazon list to get at some point. I'm just waiting for it to drop a little bit further. They want like $16 for it now, and I'm waiting for it to drop to like maybe 10 or 12 before I pick it up. But that's the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. Again, I've seen this before. Great movie, but it's been a while, so I can't wait to rewatch that. Killing Season is John Travolta and Robert De Niro, two of more of my favorite actors. Haven't seen this. I just know that it's De Niro and Travolta, so it should be pretty good. I will let you guys know, and this may end up as a write-up as well, so look forward to that. Not sure when it'll happen, but it may end up as a write-up. this next one is Revenge of the Green Dragons. Um, I've seen parts of this, and what I saw was pretty good. Haven't seen it all the way through, so I'm looking forward to watching this all the way through. Um, it's got Ray Liotta, Henry Shum Jr., Kevin Wu, sorry, and Justin Cohn. The only one I've ever heard of is Ray Liotta. So I'm looking forward to watching this and seeing if it's as good as the parts I've seen, or if the entire movie is as good as the parts I've seen. Easy for me to talk right now, guys. Alright. Next is The Longest Ride. This is, of course, the movie adaptation of the Nicholas Sparks book. I've read the book. The book was excellent. Haven't seen this. Looking forward to watching it. This will be getting a write-up sometime. Again, with most of these write-ups, don't know when they'll happen, but they'll happen at some point. So that's Longest Ride. Britt Robertson and Scott Eastwood. Don't know much about those two, but looking forward to seeing how they do. Good Night and Good Luck. Again, one I've not seen, but I've heard lots of good things about. It has David Strathairn, Patricia Clarkson, George Clooney, and Jeff Daniels. It's also got Frank Langella and Robert Downey Jr. So again, can't be that bad. Looking forward to seeing this one. And again, all these are potential write-ups at some point. Just don't know when. But this should be pretty good just based on the ensemble cast alone. So that is Good Night and Good Luck. Men That Built America. This is a mini-series that aired on the History Channel. Didn't get to watch it when it was out, or when it was first aired. But I heard about it later and heard it was pretty good, so I figured, hey, I'm a history buff. Why not pick this up and give it a watch? Men That Built America. Burn Notice. This is Burn Notice: The Fall of St. Max, I should say. This is the movie that came after the series. I've not watched the series. Again, it's on my list of series to get, to watch. If the movie is as good as the series looks, this is going to be excellent. Again, the series is on my list of things to get from Amazon, and eventually I will have it. So I may give you a show review too once I get the Burn Notice series and watch it. But for now, that's Burn Notice: The Fall of Sam Max, which is a standalone movie. Again, another History Channel mini-series about World Wars I and II. Didn't get to watch it when it aired, because I had other things going on, work-wise and things like that, but I heard about it, and again, I'm a history buff, so figured why not give it a watch, and see what I think. That is, the World Wars. This is classic Denzel cheese with Russell Crowe alongside. It's Virtuosity from late 80s, early 90s. again, I was really excited to pick this one up. It was one I earmarked when I was looking at one I had to get, so that's Virtuosity. Divergent. Haven't seen it, but looking forward to watching it. And of course, you got like a Divergent. I need to get Insurgent. Again, haven't seen it. It's part of the series. Looking forward to watching it. So, got those two. Second best Exotic Marigold Hotel. This has got the same cast as the first one: Judi Dench, Maggie Smith, Bill Nighy, Dev Patel, and Richard Gere. Haven't seen this one, but I did watch the first one, and the first one was very, very good. So this one should be just as good, if not a little bit better, based on everything. That's the second best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Alright, now this one is called The Guest. It is Dan Stevens, Makaya Monroe. This is a blind buy. This was suggested to me by a guy called WrestleManiac 1130 on YouTube, who I kind of look to as my mentor as far as Blu-ray collections go. Said it was pretty good, and this was on my list for a while. I waited for it to drop. It finally dropped to around $10 or $12, and I pulled the trigger. It's called The Guest. Looking forward to watching that one because, like I said, that was a blind. That just recommendation. Alright, next. The Doors, which, Jim Morrison, the Doors biopic. I saw it when it first came out, and thought it was excellent. So this, I haven't seen it in a while, so it's pretty good from what I remember. Can't wait to rewatch and relive. And the Blu-ray actually has, deleted scenes, commentaries, feature on Jim Morrison, the original making of featurette, and a bunch of new stuff that I don't think was on the original DVD release for this. So that's all good. So that's The Doors. Val Kilmer was awesome in this. Coen Brothers film, Miller's Crossing. I've seen this. Excellent from what I remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I can't wait to rewatch it and see if it still stands up to what I think, what I remember, still stands up to what I thought when I first saw it. Gabriel Byrne, Marcia Gay Harden, John Turturro, and Albert Finney are the cast in this, so or the stars in this. So yeah, that should be pretty good from what I remember, and we'll see if it stands up. Next, classic Steve McQueen, The Cincinnati Kid. This is a classic. I've seen this. I love this. I will never not love this movie. I just didn't have it on Blu-ray, so I went ahead and picked it up. Had to pull the trigger on this. classic, classic, classic. If you haven't seen this, you need to see this. Cincinnati Kid. And no, I didn't get it just because it makes references to Cincinnati. You got Tightrope with Clint Eastwood. I'm trying to get my Eastwood collection up, so this was a logical get for me. I do have the Dirty Harry movies and Magnum Force movies on my list for Amazon. So I'll get those eventually, or if somebody wants to spring for those for Christmas or birthday presents, I wouldn't be opposed to that either, hint hint. But for now, this is Tightrope. Never seen this one, but it's Clint Eastwood, so it's gotta be good. Next, Margaret. This is a blind buy. I actually saw this as a preview. I'm trying to think what movie I saw it as a preview on. Oh gosh, I can't remember, but it was one of the movies that I have that I watched from last month's haul. And it looked pretty good, so I immediately after seeing the preview went and searched it out on Amazon, and it was there. It was cheap, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. My only complaint with this, and I haven't watched this yet, but so far, without even having watched this, my only complaint is that it has a theatrical and extended version, but the theatrical version is on the Blu-ray, and the extended version is a DVD. Call me dumb, but that's kind of stupid to put the extended version on the DVD. You know, they could have made 3 discs and just put the DVD and then put 2 discs of the Blu-ray, you know. Put an extended version of Blu-ray and the theatrical Blu-ray, you know, make it 3 discs. Then you could have charged like $5 or $6 more for this, but otherwise can't really complain. Haven't seen this. This is a blind buy. Looking forward to watching this and seeing if the entire movie is as good as the previews. That is Margaret. And some of the cast for this. You got Anna Paquin, J. Smith Cameron, Jean Reno, Jeannie Berlin, Allison Janney, Matthew Broderick, Mark Ruffalo, and Matt Damon. So that's an all-star ensemble. So this should be pretty awesome to watch. That is Margaret. By the way, guys, if you've seen any of these, feel free to kind of give me your opinions on them, and we'll chop it up about them. Alright. Next is another classic, The French Connection. Haven't seen this, but it's a classic. I've always wanted to see it. It was cheap, like $8 or $9 on Amazon, so I picked it up. French Connection. And of course, being the completist that I am, I had to get The French Connection too. Again, haven't seen it, but because I'm a completist, had to get it, so I'm looking forward to watching both of those. That's French Connection 1 and 2. Then we got a classic Paul Newman movie, Cool Hand Luke. I've seen this in passing, you know, in parts, but I haven't actually seen this all the way through, so I'm looking forward to this one. This is a great movie from what I hear and from what I've seen, so it's Cool Hand Luke. They Live, the classic John Carpenter movie starring Rowdy Roddy Piper. R.I.P. to Roddy Piper. This is a Screen Factory release, so it's got massive amounts of special features and extra stuff on this. I've seen this, but it's been a while, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. And I don't usually watch the movies with the commentaries, but I may, and this is one of those, I may actually end up watching the movie and then going back later and watching the movie with the commentary, because it's got a commentary with John Carpenter and Roddy Piper on it. So, it'll be interesting to hear anecdotes from them about this. So They Live. Next is a Robert Downey Jr. Mel Gibson movie, Air America. Haven't seen this, or if I have, I don't remember it. But it's Robert Downey Jr. And I like Robert Downey Jr., so everything's good. Almost done, guys, I swear. You got Dracula Untold. Haven't seen this, but I wanted to see it when it was in the theaters. I just never got out to see it because Time and me were not really good friends. So there you go. But that's Dracula Untold. Last Days on Mars. Now, this was another pickup based on Chad, who is WrestleManiac 1130 on YouTube. On Chad recommendation, he says it's not great, but it's not bad either. So it's worth at least giving it a watch. So looking forward to seeing if his recommendation was worth the pickup on this. If it wasn't, it was only $5, so whatever. That's The Last Days on Mars. Perfect World. That is Kevin Costner and Clint Eastwood. I don't gotta say anything else. Another Coen Brothers movie, Fargo. Again, classic. The Coen Brothers movie. I don't have to say anything else. Fargo. Michael Douglas in Black Rain. Never seen this, but I've heard good things about it, and I generally tend to like Michael Douglas movies. So that's Black Rain. Another Clint Eastwood movie. This one with Gene Hackman and Ed Harris. Absolute Power. Never seen this, but it's a Clint Eastwood movie, and I'm trying to collect all those. So there you go. This also has Laura Linney, Judy Davis, Scott Glenn, E.G. Marshall, and Dennis Haysbert, who any classic movie people know is Pedro Serrano from the Major League movies, and he also played the president in the first season of, or the first 2 seasons of 24. So, there you go. It's an all-star cast there. Should be really well. That should be good. Another classic movie. Another Paul Newman movie. Paul Newman, Sally Field, Absence of Malice. Never seen this, but it's a Paul Newman movie. I like some classic movies. And so that's that. Should be really good to see. Now we are getting down to the last 1, 2, 4. Yeah, we're getting down. I'm gonna call this the last 4. These 4 movies are the pièce de résistance of this haul for August, if you will. These make this haul for me. Classic movies that I didn't think would ever be out on Blu-ray by themselves, or with any others, but I'm glad that they finally put them out because they deserve the treatment and they deserve to be out for this generation of movie buffs like me to see. So we're gonna start with a double feature: the Rodney Dangerfield cult classic Easy Money, and the Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez cult classic Men at Work. Now, I love both of these movies, okay? Both of these movies are cult classics. If I had to I can't recommend one of these over the other. They're both very, very good. If you haven't seen either one of these, find them, watch them, and you'll laugh your ass off for about 3 hours total. That's Men at Work and Easy Money. Next is James Woods and Louis Gossett Jr. in a movie from '92 called Bigstown. This is getting a write-up. I don't care when I have to do it. This is getting a write-up because this is just classic '90s, just cheese. But it's so cheesy, it's good. It's good. It's like, oh my god, this is like one of, this goes definitely on the favorite movie list. I love this movie. I'm glad it finally came out on Blu-ray, and I don't have to scream and bitch for it anymore because it's already there. So it's Bigstown, James Woods, Louis Gossett Jr. Look for a write-up on this one coming at some point. And last but certainly not least, the gem of this haul is that classic 90s film that everybody loves: Johnny Lee Miller, Angelina Jolie, Matthew Lillard, Fisher Stevens, and Lorraine Bracco, Hackers. This, oh my god, the computer nerd in me when I saw this movie just cried, okay? Just cause, yeah. Hackers, what more can I say? It's a 20th anniversary edition, and the Blu-ray is loaded with anniversary special features. Keyboard Cowboys, to look back at Hackers, got new interviews with cast members, the director, costume designers, visual effects, hacking consultations, original trailers. It's just loaded with special features. It's the 20th anniversary of Hackers. Glad to have this on Blu-ray, and this is, as of this moment, the crown jewel of my entire Blu-ray collection. Do you understand why? Dude, this is Hackers. Anyway, I've kind of went on a little bit longer than I thought, but we got through everything. That is an incredible 37 pickups total, but this whole haul, the backbone of this whole haul, was the last 4 movies I showed you guys. This, if I went my entire life and never did another Blu-ray blowout and had to stop there, I'd be happy. But I don't have to actually stop. I may have to slow down if things change with me job-wise, but I don't have to stop. But yeah, that's the Blu-ray blowout for August. Let me know what you guys think, and if you've seen any of these, let me know. If you want write-ups on any of these, let me know. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Peace.